Why does Barcelona need Anthony Gordon? What did Hansi Flick see in a player who scored just 6 times in an underperforming Premier League campaign that convinced him to authorize an €80 million package? And why did Barca move away from signing Marcus Rashford permanently for $26 million, just to commit $69.3 million to a winger from Newcastle? The reality of this transfer came to light on Thursday morning, when Sky Sports broadcasted footage of the 25-year-old boarding a private jet from Newcastle to Spain to undergo his medical. This isn't a panic buy. It is a calculated piece of business. Barcelona quietly fought off a late-night push from Bayern Munich on Wednesday, capitalizing on Gordon's desire to play in La Liga. But behind the headline figure is a transfer engineered purely around financial math and tactical friction. To anyone looking at Barca's strict wage limits, dropping €80 million looks reckless. But looking at the internal math, the board ran an amortization strategy that actually makes this deal match the yearly budget footprint of Marcus Rashford. Because Gordon is 25, his fixed $70 million fee is spread across a 5-year contract, resulting in an amortization cost of roughly $14 million per season. Combined with his gross salary, the yearly financial hit sits around $25 million. Rashford's permanent transfer fee would have been significantly lower at $26 million, but his wage demands were vastly higher, meaning the annual financial impact on Barcelona's books would have been virtually identical. Barca chose the younger asset with long-term resale security. The transaction also triggers a hidden domino effect. Newcastle is pushing to replace Gordon by signing Abde from Real Betis. Barcelona still holds a 20-cent future sell-on clause for Abde. To replace Abde, Betis is targeting Mallorca's John Virgili, a player where Barcelona retains a 40% future sell-on stake. Through these clauses, millions of euros spent in the Premier League will quietly cycle straight back to Catalonia. On the pitch, Flick needs Gordon because he is a stylistic break from traditional Barcelona philosophy. For years, the club has relied on possession and patience to open up defensive lines. Gordon does not play patient football. He is an aggressive, direct winger who immediately attacks space behind defenders and initiates intense, vertical pressing from the front. With Lamine Yamal occupying defenses with creative pacing on the right, Flick needed vertical unbalancing speed on the left. Gordon's record when matching up against top-tier European systems justifies the shift. Despite Newcastle finishing 12th domestically, Gordon excelled in the Champions League, scoring 10 goals in 12 appearances, trailing only Harry Kane and Kylian Mbappe in European scoring efficiency. His efficiency was notable enough that following a match against Benfica last October, manager José Mourinho explicitly sought out Gordon in the tunnel to tell him, "You are too much." With Mourinho anticipated to take over a second stint at Real Madrid, Flick's acquisition of Gordon serves as a direct tactical countermeasure designed to disrupt Madrid's defensive structures, yet introducing a highly competitive profile into the camp. Now, dressing room carries clear risks. While Gordon finished the season as Newcastle's top scorer across competitions, his performance levels varied during their domestic campaign. His outspoken competitive drive can also disrupt squad dynamics. Following a 2-1 defeat to Sunderland in March, Gordon went directly to post-match television, cameras, and publicly criticized his own teammates' positioning, stating they failed to execute basic tactical passes. Weeks prior, he had to be physically separated from teammate Kieran Trippier at halftime after aggressively demanding to take a penalty to secure a 4th goal. In a high-stakes squad alongside prominent stars like Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, managing that internal friction will be Flick's biggest challenge. Environment. On Monday, the winger will fly to Florida to join Thomas Tuchel's England World Cup training camp, but his club future is set. He stands as the flagship addition to Barcelona's tactical transition. Will his direct pacing yield European results, or will his outspoken nature disrupt the squad's chemistry? Share your tactical views in the comments below. For detailed, research-driven football profiles, subscribe to Sidix Docs. We'll see you in the next one.